Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning, someone. I'm on page 1456 of the Bible. The Bible. The Bible is the history book. Yes, that's what's on my shirt. The Bible is the history book. And I do have a Bible right here. It is sometimes it's just there are no words. There are only thoughts. So I've got to put some thoughts into words. And I just happen to be on page 1456. 1456 has Mark, the history book, as you well know, has Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in that order. And on page 1456 of my history book, it is Mark chapter 13. And we have one wiser than Solomon. Now, some of you may not know how wise Solomon was. You may not even know what Solomon did. There is a chance you do. If you're watching a video by me, since I'm always talking about the Bible, the history book, and history is being made today. What history is made today won't be made tomorrow. You can quote me on that one. Yes, you can. And I am reading here the words, therefore be on the alert. For you do not know when the master of the house is coming. You may not even know who the master is or the master of the house. And you may not even know he's coming. Yeah, if you don't know about that, there's no doubt you're not alert. Not even close. You haven't even woke up, much less gotten alert. Therefore, be on the alert, for you do not know when the master of the house is coming, whether in the evening, at midnight, at cock crowing, or in the morning. You might have thought the cock crowed in the morning. If you hadn't been around chickens, you really don't know when the cock crows. Unless somebody told you, and they might have lied. But there were chickens, and the cocks crowed. Ever since there's been chickens, and the male chicken crows. He really doesn't, they call it crowing, but he makes a noise. That is, the cock crows. That's cock crowing. In the morning. Or in the morning. Lest he come suddenly and find you asleep. If you're not alert, you are either waking up or you're asleep. And the words here that I see say, and what I say to you, I say to all, be on the alert. Yep, Solomon was wise. Solomon had to make decisions. He ran into some lying women. Now, I have only said and told you the truth. Lying women had to be dealt with by Solomon. And Solomon dealt with some, and Solomon was king, ruler over the people. King. David. King David made sure that Solomon was king. Yeah. You can find out how he did it in the history book, but he did it. Now, those women that Solomon, a couple of the women that Solomon had to deal with, there was a famine in the land. And let me tell you, when there's a famine in the land, it got to the point that that they would eat their own children. There's no place in the history book that shows where anyone cut off, an arm or a leg to feed their children. There's no record of it. But Solomon had to deal with women and children. And women have children. It's been going on that way, since the beginning of the book. Women give birth to babies. And there were two women. They had given birth to children. And times were hard. So, you know what's happening. The women are making deals with each other. And these two women got together and they decided, we'll eat my child today and yours tomorrow. The my child got eaten that day, but when tomorrow came, Mama said, no, we're not eating my child. Yep. Jesus said, be on the alert. You don't know when the master of the house is coming, and neither do I. But I am alert. Are you? Reading from the history book, and all of this from 1456.